Sagittarius, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Sagittarius, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. There's no gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer, pay it, no mind. Feel the energy. Remember, roles can always be reversed. Sag, I thank you. Like, share, subscribes, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you, and I thank you again. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about your energy. Coming into your energy, I felt so strong. Like I could, I don't know, do a lot of laundry. I could cook for 20 people. I feel like I can conquer and excel in anything that I touch. Heavy fire energy. You're definitely in your element. I love this. You haven't felt this strong in a long time, baby. It's been a ride. What just fell out for you was 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, which shows that mentally you are intentionally and by divine guidance moving away from a poverty mindset, any lack mindset. You are very intentional and divinely guided away from that mindset. And it's just allowing space for your fire to grow. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on, because this is awesome sauce. I feel like you're getting your mojo back, baby. Good, googa mugga. We're pulling from Visconti for your oracle. And you know these cards are huge, so I can't flip them. Let me just find you. Hold on. This isn't you. You're still having problems with a child, but you're allowing the problem to work itself out. That's right here. Maybe your child or somebody immature. It doesn't have to be a child. It's a very immature energy. Here it is. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. New beginnings. Aries, Aquarian energy coming in with the Fool, because again, I think you are intentionally and being divinely guided to release, and you're creating new instead of waiting for new. You know, that's the energy of the Fool. The Fool takes a fool's journey, but it's a divine, it could be messy, but at that point, the mess is still welcome. You know what I mean? That they say, oh, you're a fool for starting this business, and then boom, the business just explodes. You know what I'm saying? That's that Fool energy. So I love this power. I love this strength. You're definitely, raising your vibration and frequency. Your faith is high in this energy, stepping into that divine feminine with the Empress. And look at you beautifully sitting behind there, Queen of Wands. Some of you still have a problem though. Taurus, Libra, Gemini, all the air signs, Aquarius. Something else is here. Pisces is here. There's another Sag. If your kids or you have a coworker that's immature, or somebody immature with one of those signs, you guys are still maybe at odds. See the devil? Yeah, that's what you're still at odds. It's still toxic, but you're still saying, I'm not doing anymore to fix or to break it. I'm done. That's what you're saying. You're going to let God be God at this point. Whatever's coming out of this, I'm ready. You know, and that's the beauty of your maturity. And your focus on your independence, your focus on your independent fulfillment. It's not being selfish. It's more so being gosh, how can I say that? It's not selfish, but it is. It's self-full. You know, I don't know how to say it. But overall, you are embracing positivity, optimism. It's like, and it's coming back with power. That's the beauty of this. It's the power in this energy I'm loving. Yeah, even with the King of Wands, it's power. A lot of power in this energy. Fire is all around, in and through you right now. And it is just loving on you. Let's do your spread. Yeah, we're going to use these. I don't even know the name of them. It's a traditional rider illustration though. Because it's like your energy. It's the same, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? You're the same person, but you're not. Okay. Your name still might be Sag, but it's a whole new ball game. Let's have the core for this energy, please. Thank you. Look at that. You're in control. You're in control. You're taking over, period. You're taking the wheel. You're taking control of the pen. You're writing your own story. And I still feel divinely guided. I don't even feel like I'm dissatisfied with the Most High. Because, you know, sometimes when we are frustrated, we'll lean into our own will because we're dissatisfied with the Most High. I don't feel like that in your energy. I feel the strength building, but I feel guided by the Most High. You know, Emperor energy is a divine connection, a divine masculine energy, Aries, Taurian. Sorry, my nose. Scorpio under the deck with the Tower. I think that you're in control of your environment, period. You're in control of your environment, and you're focused on leaning into divine timing, letting the Most High know you're ready when it's time. You're not rushing anymore. You're not assuming anymore. You're not trying to fix every daggone thing. You're just letting things be, and it's just working out. What's crowning? The crowning you is the Chariot coming in reverse because you're doing absolutely perfect. It's not broke. Don't fix it. This is divine motion. You know, it's the Uber. You know, when you gotta go. No, you're doing absolutely perfect. Cancerian energy. You're doing what you want. And that's working for you right now. Keep it up. Knight of Wands at the bottom. What's working against Sagittarius? There she is again. You guys are still having trouble. And you know what? I'm okay with it. It is what it is. I'm over it. I'm over Sagittarius and the Empress. I'm so over y'all beefing. But just let God be God. And you've already decided that. You're not doing anything else. The Chariot, even in reverse, letting you know that you got this. You don't need my Uber. You're in control, you know? And with the Lovers, if you're having trouble with your relationship, how can I say that? Because I don't want to... You're still in control. I'll say it like that. Okay? You're still in control. If you're having trouble with a relationship because you feel like somebody is not meeting you, they're not connecting with you, you're not on the same page, you don't want the same things anymore, you know, things like that, you're still in control. Okay? If you are a feminine and you feel like your masculine switched roles with you, again, you're still in control. All right? What you want to focus on is aligning with what's best for you, aligning with your destiny. And it would work against you if you don't keep that focus on that. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, Lover's energy is choice, but it's coming in with this Empress because working against you, because you may sometimes feel like I always have to do this, and I always have to be the one to do this, and I really want to be the one to do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're hyper focusing on that, it will work against you, because then you're really not aligning yourself with what you really want, or where you really trying to go, or where you feel like you're being guided to go. And of course that would work against you, because then we're not in alignment with destiny, right? So you might be in an uncomfortable situation just trying to keep the peace. You know, if you're a parent, you may have stayed in an uncomfortable situation for the sake of the children, things like that, so that everybody can get along. But it just seems that with this energy that you're in now, you're taking a second look, or a third look, or 15th look, you know, no matter to me. And you're doing it through godly eyes with purpose. And I think you're starting to see where, even though you may have felt you were doing the right thing, it was really just to get along. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't really all about you. It was simply just to get along. Kind of like they say how people will, keep your mouth shut to keep the peace, but you're really not keeping your peace. You're keeping their peace. You know what I mean? Where's this coming from? For Sag, the King of Wands in reverse. You took a hit. And we've been working with it for a couple of months now, though. But you took a hit. You did. It's all right. And there's the Fool again. See? It still led to your new beginning. You took a hit. You did. And it hurt. But it still led to this new beginning. And justice is served. Some of you, there was some exposure. I'm not going to lie. Some bones fell out the closet in your favor, and to your demise in certain areas of life. But it still set you free. You know, some of you had to catch up on taxes, something like that. Others of you had family issues, some secrets that came out, you know, things like, it was just time. It was just time. It was time to address it and handle it and deal with it in an emotionally mature way, because it was simply just time, you know, no more, no less. It may have felt like a whipping, but it was still a divine design. Where are we going with this for Sag? Two of Pentacles. So I love this because the Two of Pentacles shows that hot potato energy. So you know not to hold on to something for too long to where it hurts you. You start really focusing on time management, managing your finances, working on reestablishing, rebuilding your home, your base, your future, okay? You're definitely operating in a very intelligent way. The Queen of Swords is a intelligent feminine energy dealing with facts, the truth. She wields her sword not to maim, you know, to teach. And Sag, I think you have taught and learned in this chapter. I have to admit that. I think you've taught and learned in this chapter. All right, but thank God for all things that you made it through, and we're going to bring this to a close. That's the Fool's journey. You're taking a leap of faith to close this chapter, all right? And it's working. Some of you may be moving, okay? Either way, you have foresight, you have knowledge, you have a belief system, you have a structure spiritually that is guiding you to some type of peace and away from hardship. It's almost as if something in me is saying, go this way, go that way. Like, that's how I feel in your energy. Like, just go. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like it's in the rumbling waters of the spirit. God, ooh, this is in my core, Sag. Ooh, hold on. Oh, goodness. Listen to that, because you are being removed from toxic people, petty people. Five of Swords is petty, you know, nah, 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 nah. You know what I'm saying? It's petty. It's very low vibrational energy. And you're being removed from it, and or away from it. Yeah, removed away from it. And refocusing on and learning to refocus on healthy emotional connections, and they're going to come in like out of the woodwork. That's the beauty of this. I feel new friendships forming. I feel like new opportunities in your energy. I'm enjoying this Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups so much. You have no idea. The only thing is that, Sag, try your best to not let your past mental state judge your new connections. You know, just try. Okay? I know it's hard, but please try. Give people a chance. You know, we still have some humane humans. I know it's hard to believe, but I believe God for all things. We really do still have some humane humans, okay? In this thing here called life. And as you accept and open yourself up to new connections, you will be able to release the old mindset of everybody is after me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they're going to get me. I'm going to regret this. You know what I mean? You know how y'all are. All right. So I'm not saying lose your discernment. I'm just saying be fair with it. Okay. Be fair with your discernment. All right. This is going to be a new experience for you. New. So just start small. There's nothing wrong with some small talk, right? Healthy conversations. We're not talking about what Tom, Dick, and Harry did, all right, or Susie or Sally. We're talking about things like food, you know, movies, music, hobbies, destinations, bucket lists. We're just, you know, it'll be this page. Conversation is so refreshing. It's going to blow you away of how healthy it is. It's just really simply a healthy, normal conversation. And when you have been around toxic people and had just to fight for so long, it's going to seem like, oh my God, this can't be real. So just take your time. Take your time, okay? Because you are going to have new connections, and it's going to remind you. It's just going to be kind of like not even remind you, like a validation that, yeah, people, you know, there's still some good people out here. It really is. In the world that we live in today, and I know it's hard to believe, in the world that we live in today, there really still is. So that's going to give you like a little, how can I help that? It's going to give you a guide. No, it's help me with my words, please. It's going to give you incentive to now, like, you know what? I am going to call in my tribe. You know, I believe God for my tribe. I'm going to call in this move. I'm going to call in this job. I'm going to call in my partner. You know, I'm going to call in healing. I'm going to call in growth. You know, I'm going to call in discernment. I'm going to call in protection. You know, make the call. This magician has so many resources. Make the mother-loving call, okay? Because this magician know people that know people that know people that know people, okay? Make the call, but be honest with what you're calling in. If you call in from a safe zone, just in case I need this later, then you're still operating out of anxiety. You know, you're operating out of the fear. You're not saying, what if greatness? You're saying, what if less than? But remember, when we started this, it fell out the deck. You're being divinely guided to have a mindset away from the lack. Okay? So be honest of what you want. If you're saying this is what I want, then let that be what you want. Don't call in just in case. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're always calling in preparation for the worst, then you're calling in the worst because you're ready for it. All right. So when you're at that crossroads or that fork in the road in your mind of what should I say? What should I do? I really don't want to say nothing because I don't want no parts of this. Lord, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Those are the moments that you actually have to stand on who you are, how you feel, and what you want. All right. That will give you emotional stability and allow you to tap into your lineage, past life assistance, ancestral assistance, holy and divine angels assisting you with forward movement. But you would have to be in control of your emotions. That's the thing with that Six of Cups. So seems like that's what you're working on now, and you're doing it the best way you know how, through power, through the fire. That's your element. Okay, so those areas in the past where maybe you did self-sabotage because maybe you expected more from people, or you expected you from people, you know what I'm saying? Or you just had to go through some things about yourself, things that you maybe didn't even want to face or admit. All right, but now look at the reward, because you're facing it with your eyes open, your back straight, and your head high. That's the difference. You're still a secret squirrel. You still don't want nobody to know your business. You still don't want nobody to know what color socks you got on. It's still personal to you, but there's no shame. It's simply power, period. All right. I love this. Look at that. I love this for you. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I'm going to leave this here. I hope it helps. Now, if in the event you say, Green Eyes, I don't know you, and you don't know me, and this is not my life, I'm okay with that. Please check your moon or rising. Don't take the energy if it's not yours. Leave it here for someone else, okay? Everybody, thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you guys are notified of future readings. It's free, and it supports the channel. If in any event you're looking for a personal appointment, I respond to email request only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. Guys, if you do like what you get here, if it helps you, feeds you, even if you're simply entertained, but you come here looking for these videos, then please sow where you come to eat, okay? I eat off of what you sow. Throw me a bone. Donation information is below the video. There's links for CashApp and PayPal for your convenience. In advance, thank you. Other than that, please remember we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.